Yo, what up? How you guys doing out there today? This is your boy Roto Beast. I'm here with my boy Jeremy, aka DFS Dudes, and we're here to present you our NBA cash game and GPP strategies for when you're playing FanDuel and DraftKings. And we're also going to quickly give you an overview of our optimizer, how you use it. Had a couple questions from a couple members, so we're going to do that quickly on this video. As well, if you're new to this channel, hey, make sure you go click the subscribe button below. This way you can watch all of our MLB, NBA, and NFL videos. And if you haven't already, go check out our website at dfscheatsheet.com. We have all the tools to help you compete with the pros day in and day out, including a complete optimizer, tons of content, everything that you need. We got everything for you DFS-wise, so check out the site at dfscheatsheet.com. So how you doing out there, Jeremy?
Hey man, how you doing? Excited for NBA tomorrow. Ready to get these guys some information on how to play correctly, play the right way, so that they're not just dumping money into something trying to win a lottery ticket. They're actually trying to make some money.
Yeah, no, definitely. So real quick, before we get going with these strategies and all that, I'm just going to kind of get you guys a quick overview. This is our homepage right here at dfscheatsheet.com. If you haven't checked it out already, come check it out. We have all the breaking news. We have all the different videos, everything that you need. Hey, today, actually, tomorrow, all the way up into lock. It's your last chance to get our NBA pre-order special. Simple. You come to the website, dfscheatsheet.com, click memberships. What are we looking for? We're looking for, say, the luxury box special. Click it. Boom. We actually have our promo code. It's going to be up, I think, through the morning. It's NBA 25 off. You can get apply that right here. You get our NBA season package, all access for $175. You get my daily cash lines for FanDuel and DraftKings. Plus, you get full access to our optimizer, run up to 150 lines every single day, for FanDuel and DraftKings. And the cool thing as well is if you guys actually get our NBA package with us, you're actually going to get NFL on the optimizer as well. So you'll get to have a little bit of NFL fun under our NBA package. Once you get our package, it's simple. Come to the optimizer. Boom, we got our optimizer now. It's always set to default for MLB. It's just MLB was our first sport, so that's just kind of how it goes. But you just simply come up to the top. You pick whatever sport you want. We got NFL if you're looking for NFL this weekend, NBA, which we got tomorrow. So you sort through, whatever sport that you're looking for right now. You click on the bar right here, and if there's more slates, then you'll see all the slates. You can pick whatever slate you want. Depending on the slate, the games will pop up. Quick example, I'm gonna go to NFL because there's a lot more slates. So you can pick any slate that you want at all. Depending on the slate, the games will pop up. The players will pop up in the player pool. If we want to only play this 4-game late Sunday through Monday, you'll see the games. It's really easy. You got your news. So everything's right here. Everything that you need. You can put up to 150 lineups at one time. When we wanted to run 150 lineups, you type in 150. I'm just going to run it for NFL. It's the exact same thing. You could do it for NBA. Just pick whatever slate you want. Click generate lineups. Takes about 10 seconds. And boom, we got all our lineups, 150 going all the way down. This is for Sundays. What was this? This was last Sunday, so it hasn't updated for the following week, but it's a 4-game slate, has all your lineups, everything there. The optimizer is easy. NBA tomorrow, start it off. You can go through the player pool if there's people that you like. You can lock them in so they're for sure in your lineup. If there's people that you don't like for example, we pretty much have Westbrook as being out. It hasn't been official that it's out, but everywhere is saying it's highly doubtful. If he's in, this will come off tomorrow, but as of right now, we're kind of guessing that he's going to be out. So if we want to run the lineups a little bit early, we can X him out and run lineups without him. So, we don't have to worry about that tomorrow. So there's a lot of fun things, cool things that you could do on the optimizer, FanDuel and DraftKings. Like I said, any slate. So, this is just kind of overview for you of the optimizer. People had a couple questions of how you use it. It's very simple and easy. You pick your slate, pick the amount of lineups that you want, certain players that you want, just lock them in. If there's people you don't want, X amount, click generate lineups and move about your business. You can also, I'm going to go back real quick. So you can also, one more thing real quick, just to make it a little bit. So this, I'm just going to run this real quick. Boom. So then we just ran quick 10 lineups for this slate. You can actually bulk save the lineups. Now all 10 of your lineups that you ran are actually saved. You simply click save lineups and boom. Now you got your CSV file right here from our optimizer. All you do is simply go to FanDuel. You go to FanDuel. It's not gonna let me do it right now. But you would just go to FanDuel. This is an old slate, and you would sorry, I'm over here messing up. So you would go to FanDuel, pick whatever slate you wanted. This was a football slate. We would click this. We go enter new lineups. We will click import lineup CSV edit. So this is all that you would do is you would grab this file that we downloaded from our optimizer. You'll simply drag it here. This is not going to work because it's a different slate, but you would just drag it here. So now you just put all 10 of your lineups. This could be up to 150 at one time. Drag it in to choose file, and boom, you click upload entries. And in about 10 seconds, all those 150 lineups will be entered into that contest. So it's really easy, simple to use. Definitely, I'm excited to have the optimizer for this NBA season. I definitely think it's going to be a lot of fun. I've had great success in the past, with NBA. So now adding a tool like our optimizer, I feel is just going to give me even more advantage on the NBA season this year. So very excited for that. And even if you're not playing for a lot of money, you can always, I think it's a lot of fun. You could even run 150 lineups. You'll put them in the quarter. It's only $37 and you're running 150 lineups. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think that the optimizer can help you out and give you an advantage over the field. And, hey, take down some tournaments. We're going to do it this year. I'm very excited for sure. I'm here with my boy Jeremy. We're gonna kind of just go through. I'm more of a cash game player. He's more of a GPP player. I'm gonna tell you the kind of entries that I look after whenever I'm kind of just doing my more cash game thing, where I'm playing one lineup a night. And then, there's some nights where it's more of a GPP slate and we'll play 150 lineups with the optimizer. So we just want to kind of get you the difference between, playing as a cash game player versus playing as a GPP player. It's not bad. You can play both ways. That means all you have to do is you just have to learn how to figure out what slate you should play cash games on and what slate you should play GPP on. I'm ready to get into these contests. You still there, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that, man. I just wanted to break it down for them, step by step, make sure they understood what we were kind of doing with our optimizer, how it worked, etc. So if you want, while we're on the subject of the optimizer and the putting 150 entries a night in and stuff, do you kind of want to get started with your GPP strategy first?
Yeah, that's fine. So a couple of things to note just before we get into it, because we're doing it for, we don't know if we have new members who've never played before or whatnot. The difference between cash game and GPP. Cash game is a 50-50 or double up. You would click the multiplier or the 50-50 button. A GPP stands for guaranteed prize pool, meaning it's a large field tournament. The prize pool is guaranteed. You can see on the top entry, 1 million Tuesday NBA clutch shot, $250,000 to first place. FanDuel is paying out this pay structure on the right-hand side. No matter if this tournament fills up or not, the prize pool of $1 million is guaranteed. Right now, another quick little tip is something that we call overlay. If you don't know what overlay is, right now this tournament is 27% full. 297,000. FanDuel's right now is probably freaking out because we're probably 20 hours away. What are we? It's 6 hour. We're like 18 hours away from lock, and they have it 27% full. They could lose a shitload of money if they don't fill this up. So if this does not fill up, what happens with overlay is the percentages go up as far as the payout. And just to finish this off and round it out, a 50-50 contest means that you only have to beat 50% of the field. So if there's 100 people in it, which those are typically the 50-50s that I personally like best, are the 100-man 50-50 contests, specifically the $5 and $10 ones. If there's 100 people in it, you have to finish in the top 50 to just about double your money. There's a little rake built in. If it's a double up, which is a multiplier, then that pays out about 45, 46%. It doesn't quite pay 50%, but it's even money. So if it's $2 entry fee, you would get $2 plus your $2 entry fee, doubling up your initial investment of $2. So 50-50s, there's a little bit of a rake. You only have to beat 50% of the field. Double ups, a little bit smaller. And then guaranteed prize pool tournaments, or GPPs as we call them. The difference is with the GPP, you have to finish in the top 19% in order to get paid. If you don't finish in the top 19%, you're not going to cash. So just looking at strategy right there, you have a better chance to cash in cash games than you do in tournaments. So for me, my strategy is like a 2-to-1 strategy, right? Or an even money strategy. I like to hedge my strategy. Steph's a little bit more conservative with his bankroll in NBA, and part of that reason is because it's a daily sport. You don't want, this is like anything, you don't want to blow your wad in one day. If you have $100 to spend, you don't want to put $100 in one day into GPPs. So there's a strategy. And there's a reason why he and I go together so well, because part of the strategy is put some of your money. First of all, you need to figure out what your bankroll is. And bankroll, by the way, is not the balance of $567. We don't keep a lot. This Steph's FanDuel, him and I do not keep a lot of funds on our FanDuel account. We pay ourselves out. We keep on there what we're going to play in entries. So having said that, you need to figure out what your bankroll is. If you're going to deposit $100 to play for the week, then there's 7 days in a week. Divide that up, and that should be your bankroll so that you can last the entire week without having to redeposit. A safe way to do it is say that I have $100, break that into 7 days, and then Steph goes by an 80-20 strategy. I go by, he can get into that. I go 50-50. So for me, for every dollar I put into tournaments, I put $1 into 50-50 contests. That way, if I have a terrible night in tournaments and our cash line hits, I don't lose any money that night. I break even. I'm hedged. I'm hedged with my cash game, with my 50-50 contests. And the one thing you don't want to do is put a whole bunch of different lineups into 50-50 contests. You want to put one lineup. That's the whole purpose of getting our luxury box package and getting Steph's cash game lineup. So from a tournament standpoint, you can attack single entries. You can attack multi-entries. For me, I'm not a single entry guy. I'm a large field multi-entry GPP guy. This is right up my alley right here. This $4 contest. I like to get this. I love that a lot of people, hey, Steph, a lot of people are down that this is a 2-game slate, right? I love it's a 2-game slate because I can stack this 9 ways from Sunday and try to get every possible combination I can get with my 150 lineups. So that's really it in a nutshell as far as what my strategy is. I'm a 50-50 player, not just meaning 50-50 contests. For every dollar I put into GPPs, I put $1 into 50-50 contests, and I hedge my tournament entries with cash game lineups. On a really good night, I get paid out around, you're looking to get that 45 to 50% return as far as 75 out of my 150 entries getting in the money. There's some strategy involved with that we won't get into tonight. And then if our cash line hits, we have a really solid night, but on a night where it doesn't go so well, you may have nights where you have a good night in the tournament side and we don't cash in cash games. you're probably going to, hopefully break even with that, not lose all your money. You'll get some return. Or you have a really terrible night in tournaments, but the cash line hits and it covers all of your entry fees. So you have a break even night. I remember telling Steph this when we started a long time ago. You're going to have so many nights if you're playing a tournament and GPP strategy. You're going to have so many nights where you just break even. And that's really a win for the night because you just kind of live to play the next day. There's a lot of those that are involved, but when you do that nightly, there's a huge opportunity to also hit big wins, which we've also done.
Yeah, so just quickly, I'm just gonna kind of go through it. So when we're talking about, he's talking about multiple entries, putting 150 entries in a contest. Yeah, you want to look for the ones, that are, you click on it. What usually it's pretty much like the $4. All these you can put multiple entries in. Some of them you can put less in, such as this one. Like this is the monster. So you can't put 150 entries in this particular one, but it's a multi-entry, and you could still put 18 entries into this one. Whenever you're playing, GPP strategy, you do want to put multiple lineups. So you're looking for those kind of GPPs. Whenever you're playing more of a cash game strategy, more what I do with NBA, I personally like more contests that are single entries, and they all have single entries behind them. So this is a $25 single entry. It's only 611 people. Another cool thing about the single entry contest as well, they may have a little bit less of a bigger prize pool, but people can only put one entry in, and they're usually smaller. So compared to this one, where you have to beat, 297,000 people, and this, $25 single entry, you only have to beat 610 people for first place. Obviously, you're not getting the 250,000 prize, but you're getting 2,000. But if you won 2,000 on any given night, I'm pretty sure that you're not going to complain about that. And something like this, in my opinion, is a lot easier to take down. Especially if you're just playing one lineup nightly. So for me, let me just give you a perfect quick example of. I run an 80-20 strategy for cash games. It's very smart. It's safe. It's not gonna. You're not gonna go. You're not gonna. Oh, I can't. After one night, I can't play DFS again because I used all my bankroll, etc. If you stick with the strategy, you'll be in it for the long run, and you'll be profitable in the long run. Thing about it, the way I look at it for cash games is a lot of people, they want to just take it, oh man, I'm on a 3-day losing streak. The world is about to end. That is not how you look at it. For me, I'll look at it monthly. I want to be positive every monthly, and it starts by the week. So every week I want to win 4 out of 7 days. So if I cash 4 out of 7 days on a week, then I'm profitable that week. I move on to the next week. If I go 3 and 4, then I'm down a week, but I was profitable the week before, so I'm back to even. The ultimate goal is you definitely want to try to be like a 5 and 2, 6 and 1 on a week, even a 7-0. Everybody wants to do that every single week, but it's not possible. These guys are the players. They're human, just like we're human. Sometimes they have bad nights. You can't win every night in DFS. And if you think that you're just going to jump into DFS and you're just going to start making thousands of dollars and it's just that easy, then honestly you're in the wrong business. That's not what this is. This is more of a grind throughout the whole entire season. So for me, quickly, I'm just going to go through it. So my 80-20 strategy, I recommend playing 80% 50-50s every single night, 20% in GPP contests. For me, I'll just give you a quick example. If I just say wanted to spend a quick $100 tomorrow night, quick $100 first night, I don't want to go too crazy. What I would probably do is I would probably come to, I would go get some contests. The first thing I would do is I would go to 50-50s. And like Jeremy said, I completely agree with him. I love the 100-man 50-50s. And I do $2, $5, and $10. They all add up to the same thing. So on a night where I'm spending, say, $100, where I'm spending $100 that night, I'll come and get $80 in, $10, $5, $2, 50-50 contest. You only have to beat half of the field. So, they're pretty safe. I'm very comfortable with the fact that I can beat half of the field almost every night, on NBA DFS. I mean, I just feel that confident. I love NBA DFS, and I put a lot of work into it, and I definitely get the very positive results. Last week had a 23-day cash winning streak. That was my highlight. So, yeah, I'm pretty good at this when it comes to cash games NBA. So I'll come through. I'll pick my $80 worth of 50-50s, $10, $5, $2, however it adds up. It doesn't matter. Then I'll come over here to the tournament side of things. So I got my 80%. I'll come over here and I'll generally do like a $10 single entry. I think this is a pretty good one. First place is 1,000. You have to beat 1,400 people. So then that's $90. That's 90% of what I wanted to spend. So I have an extra 10% I want to spend. I'll go and get a couple entries that are going to give me a little bit of upside. So we can go to multipliers, and I'll go get me a quintuple up. So the cool thing about quintuple ups is, I usually get a $5 one. So if I hit on this, it's pretty much like a GPP. You have to get 19%. But if you hit on this, you automatically get $25, 5 times, your return on investment. And they actually have single entries in the quintuple ups as well. I stick with the single entries of those as well. Like these are all jumbled up. I haven't looked, but like something like this. Like this is a $5 single entry, quintuple up. If you cash, you get $25. So I'll get one of those. That's $95. And then the last thing I do, I always get one of these personally because they have the upside, is I come and get me a $5 100 man. And I actually take these down quite often, and they're a nice, quick little hit. So I usually go get a $5 100 man, top 12 cash, but first place is $125. All you have to do is beat 100 people, and you get $125 off $5. Pretty good investment, right? So then that's it. So then I have, for that given night, $80 in 50-50s. So if I don't end up hitting any of my GPP contests, I still make $60, $70 on the night. And then if I absolutely happen to have a monster night, have a chance to take down the single entry because there's not too many people in it, you get your 5 times your money on your quintuple up, and then you take down that $5 100-man league. That's a quick $125 in the bank. Great night if all 3 of those segments cash, as far as our 50-50, our quintuple ups, and our 100-mans. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much how I do it every single night with NBA. You got anything else to comment on kind of the betting, the way that we play every single night or anything like that, Jeremy?
My recommendation for your multipliers, if you're gonna get in multipliers, your double ups are considered cash games. They pay out almost the same percentage as what 50-50s do. For the little bit difference in percentage, that's kind of FanDuel's rake for letting everybody who does cash get 2-1 on their money. If you start looking at who gets paid out in quintuple ups, you're looking at a much smaller percentage of the field. You're starting to get towards GPP area, right? So just taking a look at a quick quintuple up for tomorrow, the big $2 quintuple up has 6,321 entries in it, and only 1,100 people are getting paid out. So rough percentages there, 1,100 divided by 6,321. You're looking at like maybe 15%. So that's a little bit, if my math is right, that you're less than, way less. You're in a GPP payout there. So understand what Steph is saying. You don't want to go buck wild and think, oh, let me enter these quintuple ups with all my money, because that's not cash game. That's more of a GPP play, because you have to look at how it gets paid out. Cash games, you're looking for the big thing you're looking for is the percentage of the field that gets paid out. 50-50 contest, I only have to be half the field, 50 people, right? If you're top 50, I get paid. Quintuple up is close to GPP range, right? Where you're at that 19% threshold. So don't put a large portion of your bankroll on a nightly basis in those quintuple ups. Put one lineup or one entry.
Yes.
or 2 entries.
That's why kind of how I said like I do it. You know, $10 single entry GPP, so you have the upside to make a couple thousand. You know, all you gotta do is, and you know, quintuple ups is just hit a minimum cash on a single entry one like this one. Quick, you know, 5 times return on your investment, and then I like those 100 mans because I mean, you beat 100 people or 99 people, and you turn your $5 into 125. Had a lot of really good success with those small 100 man. So that's just kind of how I mix it up. And like I said, if none of these hit, if none of those hit, but you know, I hit my 50/50s, you know, that I do nightly, 80%. Hey, the night is profitable. And even if you make $20, I'd rather make $20 on any night than lose $20. And that's why I kind of like going with the 50/50s, you know, beat 50% of the people. I don't feel like it's not too hard at all. So yeah,
Actually, I just did the math on that, Steph. It's actually the quintuple ups is actually a smaller percentage of the field gets paid out than a tournament. So it's a real rough cash. It's 16% of the field gets paid in a quintuple up, as opposed to, or I should say, as compared to tournaments, which is at 19%, between 19 and 21% of the field get paid out. So it's a tough cash, but it's worth the one entry at $5 or $10 if it fits your bankroll.
right.
Because if this cash lineup is a monster night with that cash lineup, then you know you get 5 times your money on that one entry, and $10 into 50 is always nice.
Right. I just do a little small, and I never do, you know, nothing crazy on those. If I rather go bigger between the quintuple up, the 100 man, and then the single entry, I would just go bigger on the single entry GPP. And instead of doing the $10 one, I would probably go do the $25 one with only 611 people. So yeah, I just do.
Hey, Steph, do me one favor, man. Would you click on the big $4 tournament tomorrow? Just one last thing I want to touch on before we get to the questions.
Go ahead.
You got the tournament up?
I have the tournament up for everybody to see. Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is the – can you scroll the payout for the $4 tournament tomorrow? Just pop that payout up.
Yeah, so here it is right here. So you want all of them? Here it is.
Just scroll down to the last, like the bottom percentile that gets paid.
Well, the bottom percentile, this tournament's actually not too bad. Some tournaments, bro, they won't even give you double. This one, you'll actually double your money if you at least minimum cash.
Right. So that's one thing when entering tournaments that you'll want to look at. And even for me, like I'm a tournament junkie. I try to max enter almost every single day into some contest. If you see a tournament that's $4.44 and you click the payout and you see that you're getting $6 to cash,
to rip off.
Do not play that tournament. That you're losing the rake. You just take the day off or pick up some single entry tournaments. You constantly want to, and then do the math as well, because it changes on a daily basis. Do the math on what the percentage you get paid out is. You know, if it's a really good day and it's, you know, you look and you see that, hey, it's $4 to get in this tournament. If I cash, it's going to pay me $4 for an $8 payout. And then do the math on entries to payout, right? If, you know, there's 100,000 people in the tournament and they're paying out 22,000 people, you know, hey, 22%, this is on the higher end of what FanDuel usually has, because their kind of par rate or value, or I should say that their average is 19% or 19.8%. About that is what they pay out, the percentage of the field they pay out. So be wary, do your homework, and make sure you're checking what tournaments you're entering. You want to get paid 2-to-1 to cash at minimum.
And now you got me. Oh yeah, see both of them, the $4 and the 25 cent one. They both have double your money at least is what you're looking for. And for everybody that's with us, that's new to the optimizer, I showed you how to use the optimizer. I think this tournament, this 25-cent tournament, is gonna have a lot of overlay tomorrow, in my opinion. And first place is 2,500. Tomorrow the GPP slate with only a 2-game slate. So if you're with the money team and you need some further help, hit me up in a DM. I'm going to show you how to get these 150 entries and have some fun. And, hey, come throw in 150 lineups in this 25-cent tournament. It's going to have a lot of overlay, meaning it's not going to fill up all the way. So you're going to get even more of an advantage than a 19% cash out. It would be nice to even get like a 25% cash out, $37 to throw in 150 entries. very, very affordable. So, I mean, I think this is a really good tournament just to kind of get your feet wet in the NBA tomorrow. You don't want to go crazy on the first day. So I definitely think this is a good tournament to come have some fun in. So
Yeah,
you
man, I max enter, I max enter at least a $4 almost every single day, or the 444 or 666, and I still play the 25-cent tournament no matter what. I think it's a great tournament. If you're just learning how to play tournaments and you want to max enter, you can't find a better tournament. 37.50 to max enter it. Throw 37.50 on Steph's cash game lineup in 50-50s and double ups and 3-man contests, etc. And you got $75 in with a ton of upside. You've got $1,000 upside if you take it down. So let's get into some questions, man. First of all, Band Culture, what's up, man? Thanks for coming to check us out. We appreciate you being here. BJ, I can't pronounce your whole name. I'm just going to call you BJ. You're asking about the 7-day trial. There is a trial. Go to the website. I'm sure Steph can pop it up and walk you through it real quick while I'm talking about it. If you're going to – have you thrown a promo code out yet? Are we going to throw a promo code out for the luxury box?
I got off the screen share, so I'm not on the screen share no more. But no, we can. I think I barely quickly mentioned it at the beginning of the video. You can go ahead and quickly touch on them again, and then make sure to throw that bundle out there too. I had somebody, actually 2 different people send me an email about the bundle promo as well.
So the bundle, what you get, right, with the bundle pack, you're getting NBA and you're getting NFL. You're getting the luxury box package. It's a bundle. We're taking $50 off that. You're getting it for $300, 2 sports, the rest of NFL, the entire NBA season. That's every single NBA slate. You will get a cash game lineup for. You also get access to Facebook, our private Facebook page, our messenger and group chat on the site, total optimizer access, all the content we have, which is player pools, cash game core, GPP core, articles, news, etc. You have full access to that. And you get the optimizer for all sports. We're at a time right now where you got 4 sports going. We're about to launch NHL on top of the NBA. So that'll be the 4th sport we're going to put up in there. So you get $50 off that. There's also a promo code that Steph will throw out in a minute for just NBA, taking $25 off that if you watch this video now and go sign up. That promo code will be active probably through midnight. After that, we may do another video and do their contest, but can't guarantee it. So make sure, and here's the thing, right? If you're gonna get BJ, if you're gonna get a 7-day free trial, hey man, you don't like the site, walk away from it. I think what we talked about doing, and Steph will confirm this or not, I think if you have VIP access to the site, you will get cash game lineups. However, the question you're gonna ask yourself is, why would I buy the luxury box if I can buy the $59.99 membership and get the cash game lineups? Do the math on it, right? We're in October. The NBA season goes through June. You're gonna save quite a bit of money by just buying the luxury box, especially taking the $25 off and getting it for $175. It's basically not even 3 months of VIP access for the entire NBA season.
Right. So, I mean, I've said this over and over the past couple of videos, especially for NBA. But hey, I kill NBA. Jeremy's very good at NBA as well. I mean, you're going to get our luxury box package. If you use our promo code, you're going to get it for $175. You're going to make that back in a month, if that. I'm being nice and saying a month. But in reality, I'm going to say a couple weeks. We actually had a couple customers already. They bought the luxury package a couple weeks ago. We've been playing a little bit of preseason, and we already took down a DraftKings tournament in preseason. Guy made his money back on his luxury box special the same night that he purchased it. Yes, if you don't believe me, go check out my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, @RotoBeast. It's up there. Took down all tournaments. First night of preseason, DraftKings. The guy made about $2,500. So, hey, NBA is going to be a fun time. You're going to make your money back. Make sure and come sign up and join the money team. So that promo code it's NBA. What is it? NBA 25 off? Is that what it is, Jeremy?
I'd have to I'll just tell you right now. Let me scroll up real quick and just verify with our programmer. So bundle live 50, that's the promo code for the bundle. Take $50 off the $350 bundle. Get it for $300. Get NBA and NFL. And then
Yeah, so I got it right here. So then NBA, it's NBA 25 off, all
There you
caps, and that'll get you our NBA luxury box. You get FanDuel and DraftKings cash game lines every single day. Full access to the optimizer, play any slate that you want. So hey, go check out the site, and I'm ready to get out of here, bro. Tomorrow we're gonna get this NBA, and we'll be back with another video. All right, guys, peace out.